Hello, everyone. Hello, friends. Look at our tiny little group of the corner of the internet.
Tiny little group of people that come
Hello,
and
friends.
hang out with us.
What's up, chat? It's the 5 of us, and in the chat, and then you and me, and then this fly in my room.
Oh no!
That's buzzing around me. Oh, that you just saw it. I just saw it on the camera. This is gonna drive me nuts.
Did you? I saw it. He just went by. He's dive bombing your camera.
Yeah, he's.
Did you put that shelf up in the background?
No, that was there last week.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, look at that string of pearls.
What is it?
The string of pearls.
Is that a plant?
It's a plant. Yeah. They're notoriously hard to take care of, so I'm gloating, but I will admit that I did not grow it. I bought it like this, and it did look better when I bought it. I'm not doing a great job.
Well, it'd already be dead. It
might not be there forever.
So
it might be a temporary thing. You know, you're in like a dark cave. There's no plants that could survive there.
No, I have one plant that I've been able to keep alive, and it's one of those ivy things that I just every once in a while I'm like, oh, I should probably water that, and then I do, and that's all I ever do with it, and it's stayed alive I've kept it alive for almost 3 years.
It's an ivy plant?
I guess the vine thing. Yeah, it's like a vine. It's a viney plant.
And it's indoors?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Yeah. This is very interesting. We've very interesting stream so far.
Hey, I could talk about plants and listen to plants. I could talk about plants and listen to people talking about plants probably all day.
Could you really?
But I love plants.
You got a good garden.
I do. It's right on the other side of this wall. I need to send update photos to Kay. Speaking of Kay, we all miss Kay. Shout out to Kay. I've been here since the beginning. We've been sharing garden pictures. I've got I was really worried that my cauliflower and my broccoli wouldn't make it because they're being attacked by bugs, but I have a solid 6 broccolis and 3 cauliflowers. So that's pretty sick.
I have a beagle and a kitty that I've managed to keep alive for a long time somehow.
Yeah. that counts.
Anything less
hardy.
They're
a little bit easier to
that, yeah. Anything less hardy than that. No good.
They're somehow easier to take care of than plants.
So the chat's already talking about the Odyssey. Yeah. I guess that came out. Has everybody watched it? It was getting horribly looked at before its release, and all I've seen since it's come out is negative reviews from people that have
literally watched it. Directly under the chat is my first video, recommendation. The first video is Asmongold. Homer is rolling in his grave.
I mean, we're, I think, a couple years into just being sick of, I'll just say it, like we're a couple years into being sick of all the race swapping and gender swapping and all the different stuff. Like there is plenty of incredible stories out there that if these people actually cared about diversity and inclusion, they could make an entire film on incredible stories from different cultures. What people have a problem with is you taking something like the Odyssey and changing it all up to fit some modern, the tide up. You just want you to tell the story the way that it was told. The same thing with book adaptations and things like that. People just want the stories told the way that they were written, that they fell in love with. And if these Hollywood types, actually, it's so hypocritical. If they actually cared about, Christopher Nolan has enough backing to pick some obscure, incredible ancient African story straight out of Africa, or medieval, Japanese story or cultural story from somewhere, and do it justice. But they never do that. And then they blame everybody for being upset after taking beloved characters and things and changing them all up and everything. So that was all the hullabaloo before the movie came out. But now I'm seeing things, people are talking about stuff like just the general movie in and of itself is bad.
Yeah.
Has anybody watched it? Have people watched it yet?
I don't know. Is it out? Is it actually out? Or did people?
I don't know.
July 17th. No. So people are probably illegally streaming it. How dare you guys?
I'm still one of my favorite. We've talked about it before. Is Apocalypto. One of my favorite. Incredible movie. People could do that. Hollywood could make movies, more movies like that. People would go watch them.
Yeah, I think that is kind of the point that in one of Gary's videos, I think recently, he's just like, if you actually cared, like, they'll say it matters when they're trying to make it serve them, but then they'll say it doesn't matter when they're just like, it actually doesn't matter that, like, we're swapping all these characters' identities and stuff. Like, why do you care so much? Why are you racist? Or why are you sexist or whatever? And it's like, either that's what he was saying. He was like, either it matters or it doesn't. So you can't really say it does when you want it to be true, and then it doesn't when you're getting called out on your hypocrisy. And yeah, there's so many good stories. There's so many just mythology. You could dive into just mythology. You could write just an endless amount of movies based off of mythologies all over the world alone. That would be so amazing. But yeah, they keep just doing, like, readapting European based stories that we all know because they're the ones that we know, because most of us in America in some form are like of European descent, and then that's affected the culture around us. But
yeah, it's Paul just said it's
like
virtue
Vikings.
signaling. It is. It's they, and any story that's like, think of Last of the Mohicans or Dances with Wolves. Like, if you're making there always has to be some like white centered character. That's Hollywood choosing to do that. Just make Apocalypto for different cultures in these amazing stories. People will go watch that. I love that. I've watched that movie every couple of years. If it comes on, I'm like, oh yeah, this movie is really good. And I watch it after, like after a couple of years, and I've forgotten parts of it. That movie is really good.
It is really funny because it is Hollywood doing that in the first place. And then it's like they're the oil industry with carbon tax. They're like now trying to like blame the consumer for like the thing that they've been producing, and then like reacting to the thing that they've done. It's just the mental gymnastics that I think is done. And it's so obvious that none of these people are good authors. They're not good. Like, the reason the best movies are the best movies is because they're usually adapted from a book that was written by a legit author who wrote a whole world.
Yeah.
And they think that they're as good as career authors, and it's embarrassing for them because they're not.
It's interesting that you brought up the oil and different stuff, because I often think about that. The recycling and different stuff, everything gets passed on to the consumer, the guilt and blame and fault, when all the companies, these massive companies, they don't get held to account for anything. So you can use the Odyssey as an example, or you can use the companies that continue to like mass pump out plastic bottles for everything that they make that are on shelves in every store in the US and across the world, and they don't pay or have to take it all. Like all of that responsibility gets shifted down to the consumer.
Mm-hmm.
And
100%.
then and all the way to include being taxed and stuff for all these things. It's like, why don't you take all that tax and put it on a some kind of required payment for, if you're going to put all of your products out in plastic bottles, X amount per year from your company has to go to recycling. The fly agrees.
It's making an appearance. Yeah, I've always kind of thought, as I've talked about it before, my initial pursuit in college was environmental studies, particularly sustainable architecture. And the root of it being like environmentalism, and just like I was eating the Al Gore slop in like 5th grade. I was doing the whole like climate change, thing.
That's crazy. In 5th grade, I think I was watching the NASA shuttle Challenger just blow up in the sky.
Yeah, no, I was worried that we were all going to die from climate change and that New York was going to get sunken underwater. And yeah, I think I've always kind of felt like the corporations should be responsible for cleaning up their own pollution. And yeah, if you're going to create tons of things that end up in the ocean, then you should be responsible for creating like garbage can, those like sinkable kind of garbage can collector things that are in the ocean, and you're like, you should be responsible for cleaning it up. But I don't know, obviously a lot has kind of changed in that world, but I do think that no one can argue against wanting less pollution, and that the whole corporation blaming, or whether it's Hollywood or some kind of corporation blaming the consumer, it's like kind of a self fulfilling like cycle in some way, because it's like they've now for decades passed on the blame to consumers. So then that creates people thinking, I need to be responsible, I need to make better choices. So then they put effort in to being more green, reducing their waste, doing all these things. So then they feel better than everyone around them. And then they judge everyone and they say, you're not as good of a person as me. And then that has created the whole foundation of the social, like that is like a core structure of the like political correct like hierarchy of people who think that they're better than other people for doing things the right way, when in reality I'm like, you're just being totally manipulated.
Yeah.
And it's actually not your fault at all.
If I buy cases of these and take them with me everywhere. And when I'm throwing one away, if there's a recycling bin, I throw it in the recycling. But if you want to start charging a tax for recycling and eco stuff, I'm not for it. I didn't put this shit out in the world. I'm not mass producing millions of these a day.
Why would it be taxed when I pay for recycling?
Yeah, I'm not even for paying back for recycling. I think the companies that if you're printing products, if you're making products and packaging them in plastic containers, that there should be a bill to you.
I can get behind that.
They're the ones
Because I
doing
mean,
it.
there are some places that you have to have like plastic water bottles. One of those places being India, which we're going to talk about today.
It's a
But
good
yeah, I saw a
segue.
video.
That's a good segue.
Right? I saw a video earlier of a a guy in India, and he was, I think, European, and it was just a video of all like trash river. It was like a video of just like layers and layers upon layers of trash in the water in India in a river.
Seal on
And
tour.
it wasn't Seal on Tour, no, it was some, I don't know who he was, but basically the caption was like, meanwhile in Europe we're saving our straws, we're like refusing straws to save the turtles, but meanwhile India is like this fucking disaster.
Have you ever seen that where they pull up India? They take the little, I'm gonna do it. I probably shouldn't do it.
What?
But I'm
What
gonna
is
do it.
it? Oh no. Oh no.
I know. Hold on. The game is to see if you can take your little guy and drop him anywhere, and there
Oh.
won't be trash there.
I've played this game. I have actually played this game.
Oh
Oh, I
no.
feel like that's some trash right there. I saw
There's
trash.
trash, but
Pretty clean
actually
though.
that's not bad.
That's not bad.
Not bad. We're doing good. We're doing good.
That was a good start. Do it again. Do it again.
Do another one. Hey.
And this is our segue to playing GeoGuessr. That's the cleanest town in India.
Oh no. That doesn't look great.
Impressive. Oh my god. Ugh. I'm so scared about driving here. I mean,
So
obviously I'm not driving.
for everybody
I
that
will be
doesn't know,
passenger princess.
Sammy's gonna be a passenger princess. So if people don't know, we are getting one of these. It's called a Tuktuk, and we are driving that from Kochi to, let me get this down. Is it Jaipur? Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah, that looks
2,162 kilometers.
Wait, you put walking. We're not gonna walk.
We're not walking. Oh.
That would be.
I think I got it right.
Do you think that 41 hours accounts for the tuk-tuk only going 7 miles per hour or like 7 kilometers per hour?
No. No, this is.
So it's probably going to be at least.
Yeah, there's not a
tuk-tuk
option up here. It'd be more.
No, there's no tuk-tuk option.
Apt to do bicycle, which it won't let me do. But that would be a closer.
You're like, they don't have those in India. We're not even
be a closer approximation would be to select the bicycle. So over 2,000 kilometers. And I don't know if this is right. I think it might be Jaisalmer.
Yeah, I think that looks more right. I feel like it was to the left.
So that's
Jaisalmer.
it's going to be
exactly, Rue. We are traversing the length of India in a three-wheel lawnmower.
Yeah.
Why? So you guys can get exciting videos.
We'll get into that. We're gonna let you guys help us today, and maybe several other times throughout the until we leave. Help us pick out some ancient sites on the route. I feel like we're doing pretty good in our selection.
Yeah, can we?
And not finding trash.
Can we only drive on roads that look like that? Do you think that's possible?
Yeah, I hope maybe.
Can we only use back roads? Can we avoid main roads? I'm legitimately so scared.
Well, Ian's going to be with us. So it's going to be me, Ian, Sammy, shoved into one of those little things.
Yeah.
And
Ian is my boyfriend, for those that don't know who Ian is.
Hey.
AKA my life partner.
You guys don't introduce yourself as life partners, do you? This is my life partner, Ian. Okay, Miss Sedona. Sound like you live in Sedona.
This is my flame twin. Twin flame. Why I said that totally wrong. This is my twin flame.
My flaming twin.
That gives a whole new meaning to that.
Let's get into the game that you have set up for us, and then we'll get into India and letting everybody help us pick out some ancient sites.
Dude, I feel like I should have downloaded like a little game show song.
I know, I was thinking that.
Dang, too late now.
We'll do it next week. Well, or next time we do it.
What does night driving sound like?
The trip will take 2 weeks, 14 days. So for 14 days, we'll be driving around India in this little tuk-tuk.
This works.
And visiting ancient sites on our way to their end destination.
Okay.
What's the game called?
GeoGuessr.
GeoGuessr.
If you guys haven't played this, it's quite entertaining. And if you want to play along with us, you can guess in the chat. And if we land on a place that Mike has been to, he needs to tell us a story from that place.
Can do that.
Okay. It says that there's limits without paying for it though, so we'll see how many rounds we can play. Where do you think this is? Chat and Mike. What does this signage look like?
It's Europe.
You think Europe? Where?
Can I see the language? Am I allowed to see that?
I don't think we can zoom in at all. Oh.
I think it's America, actually.
Capita? No way.
I'm gonna go with.
That's on Earth. Good guess. Good guess. What is that language?
I'm gonna go with Poland. Are they on the right side?
Wait,
of the
Jeff said Poland. Did you separately say Poland? Did you guys both actually guess Poland?
Yeah, I didn't see his till just now.
That's funny. Okay. I'm gonna go with...
I couldn't make out that language. So, or I'd be able to have a better idea.
Accept permitted. So there's English. There's an English translation.
All right, we got some guesses in. Let's do the reveal.
Greece. Hold on. I thought I'd throw a guess. Yeah, I feel like Greece is a good guess. I'm gonna go with Greece too. That's Paul. Okay. So we're gonna put yours in now. You think Poland?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize it's timed. Greece.
Greece. Look at that.
I give that all. That
I knew I should have copied Paul.
Paul got that. Well, you can't tell any stories because you haven't been there.
Not yet. Next year.
Few places. Yes. Yeah. So Mike's working on rescheduling the Greece tour. So that.
Yes. Rescheduling the Greece tour.
Almost all sense in Europe are two languages. Right. Good to know. Okay, next.
Do one more. Wait, is this a new one?
Oh, this is a new one. Yeah. Oh, is that a flag?
Yeah, we'd have to like.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
Is that?
I don't know my flags. It's red, white, and blue. Definitely non-American though.
Oh, it's a Nissan. So maybe.
Chile. No way.
What does it say?
It says Chile.
Dude, Paul got it again.
Let's see. Let's see how close in Chile I can guess. Do you think probably northern or southern?
North. You probably want to stay up north there. That's where most of the population is. There you go.
Copy. Oh, no.
Oh, I was wrong. Now, where is it? Because I've been there.
Okay. South of Temuco. There's a Los Angeles.
So, I can tell a story on Chile.
Heck yeah.
I think I have a couple. Flew into Santiago, spent some time there exploring around, made my way down the entire coast here to the very tip of Chile. If you go down to their furthest city on the mainland, which is further down.
Further down?
It's at the very bottom there. Scroll in right there. Oh, not the islands. Yeah, Punta Arenas, the one right there at the bottom, in the bold. So I went all the way down to that city there, Punta Arenas, and stayed down there. Hiked the Towers of Paine, or Paine. It's got these 3 massive boulders sticking up out. It's like this, and it's like a glacier lake up on top of it. It's like this really iconic spot that is way out in the middle of nowhere that hikers really that's it. Hiked all the way up to the top of that.
You had this is that the trail? That's
like
great. No, that looks like rock climbing.
Yeah, rock climbing. But yeah, hiked all the way up to the top of that.
Wow.
It was incredible. And then
how long did it take?
All day to go up and down.
So you went up and then back down in the same day?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we started before the sun came up, hiked up there, had a couple stops. It gets real windy. Like you have to lean into the wind.
That's so pretty.
Windy. Like you can take those types of pictures where you're like the wind's holding you up a little bit type of pictures, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And got up there to the top. I was in a tank top at the bottom. And then by the time I was at the top, I was in you know what? Let me do something for y'all if you think people would be interested.
Okay.
But yeah, it was a really cool trip. And then I made my way all the way across Patagonia into Argentina. It's crazy. There aren't roads. There were whole dozens and dozens of miles of like driving on. You're like, am I on a road? The only thing that really let you know that you were on a road were like barbed wire fencing on some areas and mountain cliff sides on the other side. And it's like, otherwise you're driving across like boulders, and there's like dead llamas caught in barbed wire. They get caught in the barbed wire out there and just die. There's a famous picture of a mummy dead. Somebody died out there, and then they put him sitting in a cross-legged pose on the side of the road, and they mummified out there because it's so dry, whatever. And it's a body on the side of the road. Made our way up to Cueva de los Manos, which is this, outcropping it's a pretty famous site.
Didn't we show it last
week? People don't get to go
to
because it's so far out, but it's handprints all over the walls everywhere, including 6-fingered hands. I'm sorry, what were you asking?
I feel like we talked about this last week. I feel like I pulled this up last week.
Hello? Yeah, that's it.
I thought you were frozen. Hello.
Yeah, that's it.
How long were you traveling, and like how many places did you go to before you started filming?
I don't know. I kind of started filming right away. I just didn't know what I was doing, and I still haven't released everything. Oh.
So prior to that, were you like most of your travels with the Army?
Yeah, I traveled with the Army, but then I started traveling, just doing hikes in America with my buddy who was military. I started the military with over in Korea. And he and he was recording stuff. So he was recording our hiking trips with the camera. And I thought to myself, I think I could do that. So I just started videotaping stuff, and then got the idea for like doing the YouTube channel, because I wanted to go all these sites. The first site I ever went to was Sacsayhuaman. And, you know, after doing that, I was hooked. That was a real moment for me.
How did you hear about, like, how that seems like such a unique first site, because it's not as, I think, widely known. How did you even hear about that? How did you know?
I
Were you
was
into all this?
dating this girl who was like, she still travels probably more than me, which I think is saying a lot. We both just really loved traveling. She invited me on a international trip. She's the one I went to Chile with and did a Patagonia and all that with. And so that was on the list, Machu Picchu and Sacsayhuaman and some sites in Cusco. And I was already into all of this and had been for years. And so when I got there and was able to see this Sacsayhuaman in person, I just was like, I was hooked. It was like, I just instantly knew this is what I wanted to do with my life.
That's amazing. That's cool. Yeah, that Chile video, I think, is like, that's one of your first videos.
Yeah.
You have on the channel, right?
Yeah. I'm laughing.
I feel like
watching those is hard. I'm like, hi, I'm Mike, and today we'll be talking about Chile. Here we are in South America, and yeah, I mean, that's
okay. Let's do another round. Let's.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you hit one of the places that I've been. That was a whole big trip thing.
Next. All right, we got a playground.
It looks like America.
It does. Kind of looks like
West Texas, Phoenix, or
New Mexico.
New Mexico. Just blah, where you don't want to live. Sorry for anybody that lived out there, but yeah, this looks American, or maybe Mexico.
Could be Mexico. I don't see any.
I thought that was English, that sign back there on the building. Notice.
Yeah, all right.
I think that's America. Whew, have I got some stories.
Yeah, I think I see some like agave. I don't see any saguaros. So I feel like that rules out.
Yeah, I'm going America, Southwest area.
You gotta be more precise.
I'm going with West Texas border town. Yeah.
All right.
I'm getting dizzy.
I feel like I'm gonna guess New Mexico, but like not a major city, maybe like one of the more, like maybe
I could get
somewhere
behind
in
that
there.
one too.
Should we do like right here?
I'm going Panhandle. That's where I'm aiming at. Yeah.
Oh, up here?
No, where you were before.
On here?
Yeah.
We'll go Odessa.
Like border, on the border. More of the border.
Oh God. What?
Australia.
No way.
Blimey, mate.
Wow, that really threw me off. Easy. Huh.
I haven't been to Australia
looks
yet.
a lot like our desert.
Yeah.
You haven't been to Australia?
Not yet.
God, go to Australia.
Good eye, mate. We got some Australian buddies.
Hell yeah. Sam and Eli. They're the homies. Miss those guys. I hope they get to come on another trip. Okay. Next. We're gonna do 5 rounds, so 2 more. I think that's all we get for the free the free account. All right.
What is it? This is our next one?
Yeah. We're looking a little bit more.
Weren't we just here?
Maybe southeastern. I don't know. This could be a lot of places. This could be
Asia,
Central America. This could be Asia. No, it definitely looks more Asian, huh? Yeah, definitely.
Oh, it's Cambodia.
Cambodia? There's flags. Oh, what are these flags?
I think that's Cambodia. Okay. Cambodia or Thailand. I think both flags are up. Paul, what are we looking at?
Cambodia. What part do you think I should pick?
Yeah, I'm going with my first guess, Cambodia, and I would pick up to the I'd pick to the west. Wait. Yeah.
Angkor Wat is on the flag of Cambodia. That's pretty cool. This, like, over here?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. That's the closest we've gotten.
So I have done Cambodia. I did an entire loop around the whole country, all the way up to the very north to Priya Vihir on the border of Thailand, which is where they've got a kind of little war going on. I think that's still going on. Siem Reap, Angkor Wat, looped the whole country. And it was crazy. I have a couple crazy stories from Cambodia. So we get up to the north of the country, and our guide's driving us around. He's in the vehicle, and so he's going to check us in this place. We pull up to this place. We're in the middle of the country. There's no one around. We pull up. There's no cars there. It doesn't look like there's any people there. So we're like, what's going on? And so we're walking around the because they're all individual, like, little houses. And so I come around this corner of what I look like this kitchen thing or whatever, and there's this guy there on his phone, and he's in a work uniform, and he's covered in blood. And I'm like, yo, like, what's up? And he doesn't speak. Not only does he speak, but he is he's a little slow. Clearly, right off the bat, I can tell this guy is. So, I'm keeping myself kind of visible with, like, our guide who's walking up, and my cousin, and he comes up, and he doesn't speak any English. So they help us. They get us into our room, and we have a shared door, and there's spiders in our room everywhere that are as big as my hand. So I'd spent like 30 minutes killing these massive spiders. Like, I go into my room and I saw one immediately, tried to kill that, and I was sitting on my bed, And then I hear there's like a audible noise of something moving. My trash can in the corner, a little trash can is shaking. I'm like, yo, what is going on? I think I threw my shoe or a book. I threw a book over against the thing to knock down the trash can, and this spider comes out that's like as big as my hand, is running around the room. So I had to kill
I'd
that.
just leave.
There's another one in
I'd
the
leave
back.
the country. I'd be like, no, I'm good, bye. Going
And
back,
then,
going back home.
you know, I offered to get my guy a room from his own room because it was like $10 a night. And he said no, and he slept in his car. But we went to dinner that night, and we're walking up to the dinner, and there's just frogs everywhere, and like everything on the menu was frogs, and they were just picking frogs up off the ground and cooking the frogs. Yeah, I don't know what kind of work that dude did. I don't know why he was covered in blood.
That's just an open loop of the story that was never.
No, never figured out why he was covered in blood. The baby bathhouse. I have one more. I'll tell that one if you haven't heard it before. Is we were going to this. We're out in the middle of nowhere in the like straight jungle. We've been driving for hours. This is way up in the north. And there's really not a lot up there. Everything is based around like Siem Reap and different areas. And it's a thunderstorm. It's lightning, like bad, and raining really, really hard. Across from this whole ancient place is this little shack, and there's all these cops there. They're all getting out of the rain, and because a lot of them are on motorcycles, and they're all sitting at a table. So we pull up and we go sit down and order some noodles, and they were just amazing and so good. It was like one of the best noodle dishes I'd ever had. And there's this little kid running around just completely buck naked, just little pecker, just just out running around naked in the rain. There's crabs in the field. He's picking the crabs up and like
just having the blast,
like torturing them, like pulling their arms off and poking them with sticks. And then the mom's taking them and stuff. And the noodle dish was so good. I was like, dude, I can eat another one of those. I was so hungry. So we order another one. And I hadn't been paying attention because we had been talking to the cops and stuff too. And then we're kind of full, so we're sitting back and relaxing. And I see her go to the back, and she grabs this big bucket, which I had noticed earlier when we pulled up. She had been bathing the kid in, and she grabs that bucket and starts mixing up all the vegetables and that water and everything else that was for the dish. And that's when I realized I had just eaten a whole meal out of the baby bath water.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
She had been using to wash everything and fed us.
Did you get sick?
I don't ever get sick. My cousin did. My cousin gets sick on every trip that we've ever taken.
I think I would have died. That's just nuts.
Yeah,
that's like how you get like that. Like I don't know what salmonella. Like what is?
Dude,
when vegetables have shit on them.
baby bath water, just naked baby bath. I mean, he was probably like 3, 4.
I just don't understand why you wouldn't think that that's gross.
We found this. There's stuff. I have clips of this out on. I think I made some clips on Instagram and dropped it, but I still haven't made the videos from that trip, which will be funny. Yeah, Cambodia was a trip, man. Like we did everything in Cambodia.
I want to go so bad. The spiders scare me. I'm scared of that, but I really want to go. I think that we should do Cambodia into Indonesia to see for that Indonesia trip that you want to do. It's to go to Sulawesi.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah, just be careful eating street food, you know? In other
just sit and
countries.
watch them for a while work first before you.
I mean, there's another really common dish around the world. It's called basically like garbage chicken, which is they go get food out of restaurants, dumpsters when they dump the food. They go get that and then they sometimes wash it off and then recook it, fry it, pull all the meat off the leftover bones and stuff for what's been dumped, and then
I've seen videos about this.
Recook it and fry it, so it's all fried and covered, and then sell little bags of that or whatever
dish they put it in.
And then in different countries, yeah, it's pretty common. Also, the other thing to be aware of with street food in different countries is, you know, if they're cooking something on the street and they don't sell all of it, meat, that day, they don't throw it away. That's the meat that's getting cooked the next day. Yeah, they're gonna. But
and they probably don't separate it. There's probably no first in first out, you know, system of organization. They're probably just dumping the old stuff with the new stuff. And
like Peru has a dish called at a lot of the restaurants. It's like I don't know. I think if I'm remembering right, it's like second chicken or whatever. So they'll take all the stuff that wasn't sold the day before and take all the meat off and then put it into like a soup. Yeah,
yes, I do still want to go, Anthony. I do still want to go. I'm just gonna have to build up my stomach lining or something. I've been working.
Yeah, you know, when I travel with other people always get sick. Meanwhile, I'm petting like all the animals and touching everything and eating everything. I don't know. I should probably do some kind of like parasite cleanse at this point. I've been doing stuff long enough, but like I just don't ever get sick, which has been great. I drink the water.
Don't fix
I go to other countries and drink the water and I don't get sick. And yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, you definitely got parasites. Your parasites are just keeping you strong because they're like, feed us.
I give them that water. They're like, yes.
Where are you? This is where we came from. More of this. No, I think you would know. I mean, maybe not. I think that you could go deep enough into the rabbit hole of the parasite conspiracies, but I definitely believe that a lot of the ailments that people have, like the hard to diagnose weird issues that people have, I think a lot of them are just parasites. I mean, parasites can cause cancer. Like parasites are one of the most understudied, undertreated things in America because we think we're just like so safe from them and we're like totally fine. But I mean, especially if you've traveled the world and you've been to all these places, like it's, you know, probably at one point had them, maybe your body just like killed them off. I don't know. You're probably dying.
I don't know. I feel like I'm doing pretty good. They don't dude.
Just kidding.
I think that might be the most accurate.
That might be it. Yeah.
That's what's going on inside me right now.
Wasn't there a comedian that did a whole bit about that? Like having, like, maybe it was about alcohol, having like different types of alcohol, like tequila, vodka, and it's like, he was like, it's like a fiesta with like all these different, I don't know. You know what I'm referring to?
No. What does the alcohol do for you?
I think the joke was something about how like mixing, you know, all of these cultures in the party ended up like turning into a fight and like a brawl, and then like, you know, drinking too much and then throwing up. But I feel like it's probably the same thing for the gut flora. Like there's just a big cultural gut flora fiesta.
So
and then keeping each other in check.
I don't know if my cousin will be mad at me for this or not, but one time, this is a Bolivia trip. I don't know if he'll be mad.
I feel like this is on video. I feel like you know what you're about to say. I feel like this is on video.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
And just so everyone knows, the only reason I'm able to, I think, to refer to Mike's videos better than him at this point. Hey, you've been there. You've done that. It's because I've gone through every single video to update the thumbnails, because when we started working together, his thumbnails were all mix matched and different aesthetics and stuff. So one of the first things I did was I went in and I redid every single thumbnail so that they all matched. And so to do that, I had to go through every single video to find a moment that I could screen grab. So I've essentially gone through every single one of your videos.
It's a lot of videos.
So I feel like this is on video.
We pulled a lot of videos down, but that was over 700 something videos.
Those shorts though too, like your long form.
Yeah, that's true.
It was only 300.
200 or 300. Yeah. So one time we're going through Bolivia, and my cousin is feeling sick. We are in Uyani, which is the Bolivian salt flats. So it's way, way out. Like it's from La Paz. It was like an overnight 12-hour bus ride to the middle of nowhere. And you get up into the Bolivian Altiplano, and there's just nothing out there. We stayed in this salt hotel. The entire hotel is made out of salt blocks from the salt flats. And so we're sleeping on like a just hard salt block bed. And anyways, we get up the next day and we're driving way out into the mountains to go look at all these formations. And there's this Laguna, Colorado, I think. Anyways, it's one of only like a few places in the world where pink flamingos go to breed and stuff, this particular flamingo. And so he's getting sick, he's feeling it, his little tummy is not doing good. His little tum-tum.
No.
And we've already had to pull over once and let him go hide behind a rock or whatever. And so we get to this other place, and there happens to be this little village. It's a tiny little village. And where we're at, it's just all open land, right? By this water with all these flamingos. So there's like, he couldn't go the only option is to try to get over to that town. He's in full on emergency mode. And so we call him Pawpaw, our little grandfather driver. He gets him in. He doesn't speak any English and is chewing cocoa leaves 24/7, just like baseball size wad of cocoa leaves in his mouth 24/7. And
he yacked out.
Dude, he just yacked. And he loads up my cousin and takes him over there. And there's nowhere to go. There's not like stores or anything. And they get there, and Papa's trying to tell him like, what to do. And he just goes, and the first house that he can get to, he just barges in, and there's just like a family sitting there watching TV. They all make eye contact. He sees the bathroom, runs into their bathroom and blows up their bathroom. And then comes out and tries to apologize in English, which they don't speak, and then leaves. So these people were just sitting in their house out in the middle of nowhere in Bolivia in the mountains. And some white dude with reddish hair, whitest dude you've ever met. If he's in the sun for longer than 10 minutes, he's burnt. Busts into their house, 6 foot, 1 tall white dude busts into his house, runs into their bathroom, just blows it up and takes a shit, and then just leaves.
Dude, their friends they probably tried to tell like their friends or their family, and they like I bet you they don't even believe them. Like that's just so crazy.
Yeah. If that happened in my house, yeah, I'd be like, you try to explain that to somebody, and then people would be like, okay, dude, sure.
Dude, I'd be so scared. And then I'd just like hear them taking a shit in my bathroom, and I'd just be like, what the fuck? What is happening? I'd be so confused. I have heard that story. I totally forgot that was a story. That's not on video. But I do feel like the aftermath, I feel like there's like a scene of like you guys in a hotel like referring to it maybe. I don't know. But I wish that
sure
was
we
on
talked
video.
about
That
it,
would have been not obviously not him blowing up the bathroom. That's disgusting. But like seeing the look on the family's face, I wish that was recorded. That would be so funny.
I'm sure that that town's probably still talking. Yeah, like Paul says here, they're probably still telling that story. Totally insane. Yeah.
That's so funny. Okay, last round.
All right.
Good to turn the music on though. Do. Next.
That's Europe.
Looks pretty European. Oh, this looks so cute. Is this like Switzerland?
Yeah.
Is it?
I don't know. That may be more Eastern.
Eastern. Should find some signs. Oh, Germany?
So Bavaria?
Bavaria? Wow, it's so cute. I want to go here.
Austria?
You think Switzerland?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh. We got flags.
Switzerland. Is that Switzerland?
Switzerland.
Oh. Huh.
Hardanger Centeret. Hardanger.
We're getting Norway. I was saying Austria, I think. Dreas is here.
Dreas is in the chat. Dreas, where is this?
It's Norway's flag? Okay, it's Norway.
We should know this from our FIFA watchings.
It has the...
Where in Norway do we think this is?
That's good.
Oh wait, you can zoom in. Shit, this whole time.
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, it's got the flags.
Yeah.
For Norway, so I think we're in Norway here.
Voss. Okay. Norheimsund.
That's probably good.
Oh god, 10 seconds.
Good enough.
I'll pick here.
Oh. 2 out of 5 ain't bad.
Team. Go team. In Norway, commercial license plates are green and often seen on vans. Yo, what's up, Taco? You just missed our game of GeoGuessr. We got 2 out of 5. We got 0 points on the middle one. Not even the same continent. Australia really does look like...
Yeah, it looks like West Texas to me.
Yeah. It's kind of a bummer for them. Well, that was fun.
That was fun.
Wait.
Give yourself a round of applause.
Wait, you've been to Norway?
No.
Have you been to Norway? You haven't been to Norway?
I have not.
Damn, no stories from Norway. Have to go there. So, I'm going to pull up a map of India. I feel like we should do what we did for Japan and like pin all the places that we're thinking we want to go so we can see it all on map. And I feel like this is, if you guys haven't used this method of like planning travels, I feel like this is such a helpful tip.
Yeah, so let's pull up the route or the start and end destination and have people help us find or pick some ancient sites in India. I'm going to put one, the Kailasa Temple. I'm just put it in chat because that is a bucket list site for me. And we'll be able to do it because it's up by the Ellora caves and all that. It's the same area basically. So we're definitely routing over to there. I think we might be able to go. I think we'll be going. We'll be able to route by Hoppy.
God, so cool.
Yeah, that site's insane.
Yeah, we can totally hit that. That is perfect.
So we'll be staying to the west side of the country.
Okay, so we're landing in where are we finishing again?
Ajanta Cave. We're getting some good Baraba Caves, yes. Ajanta Caves, yes.
Rickshaw Run.
We start in Kochi.
Okay. This is the thing that we're doing. So there's going to be other people like we'll be competing against. And they do it in different locations, and we'll get to decorate the tuk-tuk. Where the rickshaw overview, all India. The details.
Yeah, it'd be cool. We'll be able to design the whole vehicle. They paint it and do it for you.
I mean, this is like, you know, not actually the route that anyone I think is taking, but Jaisalmer.
That's even further over than I thought.
Did I not spell those right? No. My internet giving out on me.
So let's just make a list of suggested sites. We'll look them up. We started with the Barbara Caves. Let's see. Where were the first suggestions? Baraba. So let's look and see where that one's, if that one's doable on the route.
Here we go. I just had to wake up my internet. What is this? Monkeys? Yeah. You go in them?
Yeah, this one's the like perfectly carved out interior with like crazy acoustics.
Whoa.
The inside is like perfectly smooth and carved.
Wow, that's cool.
Interesting. There's no like shots on the inside. So scroll out. Where is that?
Oh, no way.
Not doable.
Not doable. Meh.
Meh, meh.
Getting that out of there.
Unfortunately, that one is not doable. Let's look up Ajanta Cave.
Ajanta. Oh, that looks like it's right next to.
That is potentially doable.
Yeah. Oh, this is cool. Oh, picture those drone shots, though.
Wow. Yeah, this one
Historical prizes were discovered by a British cave complex describes the rise and fall of Buddhist art in India. The caves were carved out in 2 separate phases. The early caves date back to between the 2nd century BC and the 1st century AD.
Wow. Wow.
Okay. Can we mark that or save that somehow? That might be doable.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Here's another one.
Hold on, I'm going to save the
Bali.
The ending point. There it is. So we can go boom, 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 boom. Wonder what is in this what is that? Dog. Bali.
Where is that?
Oh, all right. What is this?
Enough, but I don't see any pictures.
Oh, cool.
Wow.
It's giving
Cymatic vibes.
Yep.
That is amazing. And it's on the route.
God, this is going to be so cool because, I mean, people have done this. They've been doing this Rickshaw Run for years. I don't know how many years, but many years. And since you're able to build your own route, it's just there's so many different ways to go about it. And I doubt that I think that what we're doing is going to be a unique kind of take on it, which is, I think, really cool.
So we need to add Hompy. I just put it in chat. Also, we're driving tuk-tuks. Tres.
Pray for us. I'm gonna need you all to utilize whatever form of prayer or thoughts and prayers or good vibes or manifestation, whatever you practice, please send it to us for this trip. That's cool. Wow. Oh my God.
So the Allura caves are right next to the Ajanta caves, so we have to do that.
What?
I'll put it in chat.
Look at this. This route is building itself.
Allura caves.
Allura caves. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Got another.
Yep.
suggestion here. What is this? Is Gujarat a district?
Gujarat.
That looks like it's like a province or a state or whatever. Is there a site there? Vadodara, Ahmedabad. I think we'll need to get more specific on Gujarat, what place. Aurangabad. Whoop. Yep.
We're getting Elephanta Caves.
Yes.
Oh, and that's on the coast too. That would be cool.
Aurangabad Caves. Yeah, we're gonna have to, like, the whole area by Kalasa Temple is, we're gonna have to do Ajanta, Ellora, Aurangabad.
Whoa. Have you seen Rani Ki Vav? Did I miss him? Of right next to Ellora. Aurangabad. Wow, these inverted temples are kind of like all over. It's so crazy. What is the technology? How did they do it? I want to know. Do you like Duncan? Yeah, this is a side tangent. Do you like Duncan Trussell and Theo Vaughn?
Yes.
They just did a podcast together. I was listening to it a little bit before. And they were just riffing. They were just like totally riffing, making up, you know, just going back and forth, making up whole scenarios. And they were talking about time travel. And Theo Vaughn said some bit about how they're gonna have TSA for time travel. Duncan was like, dude, no, let's turn the security off if you own it. He's like, you don't think Israel's gonna enact some kind of TSA for time? They're gonna control that shit. It's such a funny thought, such a funny perspective of time travel.
Dude, I got to hang out with Duncan Trussell at
you told us at the
Comedy Mothership for a while. We talked for like 45 minutes talking about like trips and like stuff that we've done.
I love him so much. Carla Caves.
It's a pretty good start.
This one? Oh, that's cool. Wow, dude. It's so crazy to me living in America and just the lack of like ancient things that we have, and these ancient structures are everywhere else.
Yeah.
Except for here. It's so strange.
Very strange.
It's so strange. So fascinating. Mumbai. I feel like we gotta go to Mumbai, but can we not drive? Can we just like, can we put the tuk-tuk on a drone?
Oh, drone?
Yeah, can we like hover in? Can we fly?
Yeah.
Uh,
So that's a pretty good start to our route. Let's can you
yeah,
plug
this
all
is
that
really
in
cool.
from start to
What do
finish?
you, brother? What do you think I've been doing? Hey, you know, it'd be a really good idea if you plug that in. Hey, it'd be really cool.
I want to see a line on there, like a route. That's what I'm asking.
Okay, well, that's different.
To see how travel time, what this, if it
Ooh,
would, like line it all up.
we can do this one.
Yeah, we have to do that one. What is that?
Ronnie Kiva or something.
Whoa.
That's pretty cool. That's closer to the end, so that fills in that little section up here. Yeah, so let's see. That is a 10-hour drive from there to there. Add destination to there. Oh. Oh.
Just move the order on the left.
Okay, thank you. I didn't notice that. I was like, why is it doing that? No, I don't want to do that.
We're building a route. You guys are helping us build
God,
an ancient history route across India. This is pretty cool.
This is sick. Destination. Are we gonna be able to do this in 2 weeks? This is crazy. 2 weeks is a good amount of time. We're gonna be trucking it for sure. Where'd that other one go? Did I not save it? What the heck? Oh. Shit. Yeah. What happened? Okay. Something like this.
Yeah.
What you're looking for?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not a fan of this. I will say.
It's just going to be what it is.
How? I mean.
So we're at 59 hours. You know, this right here is probably going to count for like 4 5 days of, no, more than that.
It's like 4 hours of driving.
We've got
That's
2
like
weeks.
probably 6 hours of driving each day.
Yeah, so this is, we can probably add some more stuff in here.
Oh, for sure.
I think we can add 3 or 4 more sites, maybe. Dwarka, you say, Paul?
Let's just say, and hypothetically, if we got rid of those.
That is far west. That is really far west. Might be doable.
Where is it?
Dwarka.
Dwarka?
So maybe we're looking at Dwarka Temple? Is that what we're looking at, Paul?
Dwarkadish Temple?
Dorka. If you
that's pretty far west. I don't think we can do that.
Oh, if what you're talking about's underwater, yeah, there's not really any point in us going there.
This looks pretty cool though.
Carpour. We can check that one out.
No. Yeah.
Too far.
Too far. Wow. So many things. So many things. It's my Ammon Hillman impersonation. Madhura Sun Temple.
Badami. Paul says. Ooh. Wow.
What's that?
Badami.
Oh. This is on the route.
It's right near Hobby. Yeah, I'm good with that.
Would you swim in that? Would you dunk in there? Would you dunk in the holy water?
Yeah, we need to go there. This is one of those. Whoa.
What the heck? That's nuts.
Yeah, let's add this.
Geopolymer.
Don't get people worked up.
Don't open that can of worms. I mean, it's a good theory. I like it. Like literally, just hypothetically, if you had a mold carved out of something like wax, and you pour it in, that would be such an easier way to get all that detail in there. They probably had wax back then. No, they had candles.
That's interesting.
What? Share your. What are you guys?
Mudamal megalithic menhir site.
Oh, okay. It's like Stonehenge. Mudu.
I can't tell if that's close enough.
Megalithic. It's a little bit out of the way. It's pretty interesting though.
Yeah, it is.
Those rocks.
I mean, these might.
That's so crazy that this is a language. Those are just squiggles. How the F do you read that? This is, I can read this squiggly language.
I mean, the Mudamal megalithic menhirs date back 3,500 to 4,000 years. I might add that as a, like, let's see if we route it as a maybe. Let's make that one a maybe.
Save it. Are we going to do what we did for Japan?
Which is?
Where we, like, completely packed in the trip and then at the end you were like, you know what, you're right. This is way too much.
Well,
we don't have time for
I'll
this.
be honest. This is how I've been doing it for like 10 years. Is I freaking jam pack my trips in all my days with as much as I possibly can. And then what I do is I say, oh, well, we don't have enough time for that one and we can't do this one. But at least it was on there. So if we could do it, we'd do it. But what I'm learning as I am approaching 50 now, pretty soon, and I'm 10 plus longer years into traveling nonstop, is I'm finally realizing that I need to like factor in some rest time.
Rest is good.
And I haven't been very good at that. Yeah, rude. This one's going to be too far off. Unfortunately. Yeah, I think that's good for today. Let's save some for another stream. And in the meantime, by the time we do this next, we can have this all kind of mapped out a little bit to the point of like having a generalized route and knowing how much time we have to add. So we have 2 weeks to do this trip. We'll be traveling across India for 2 weeks in a tuk-tuk.
I feel like it would be good to keep the driving to like 4 hours a day, 5 hours. So that we can actually go to the sites and look at the sites and then sleep.
Yeah, we may have days that are all driving. And then, end up at a place at night and wake up the next day and do it.
If we just did a straight shot, how many kilometers was it? Like, okay, it was like 2,300. What?
2,300 straight shot.
Can the tuk-tuk really only go like 7 kilometers per hour?
They're not fast. It is like whoever said earlier that it's a lawnmower engine wasn't exaggerating.
I'm asking Google this. How many kilometers per hour in a tuk-tuk? Comfortable cruising speed of 30 to 40 kilometers per hour, which is 18 to 25 miles per hour. And a top speed of 40 miles per hour.
Yeah, we're going to be going slow.
Yeah. So if we were to like say we're doing 20 miles per hour, or we'll say 35 kilometers per hour. How would I do this math? 2,300 divided by 14 days. It's 164 kilometers per day divided by 35. That's about a little over 4.5 hours. So probably safe to guess 5 hours of driving a day. If we're just doing, if we're not taking like too many, detours and things. That's doable. We can do that.
I like that you think it's going to be so organized.
That's what we're doing. That's what this is. What is this planning if not being organized?
No, I just mean like we're going to be like the big stretches between like whatever that big stretch there in the middle towards all the way out to the coast.
Yeah.
Like that'll be, we'll want to like line that up so that whole day is just driving from there to there. Probably.
And then like stay the day there. So do like a whole day of driving.
Yeah, we might stay where that site is,
take a
and
day
wake up
off.
the next morning and drive all the way out to the coast, and then we'll be out there and hit several sites because there aren't in that area. Try to get to the next area where Ajanta Caves and everything are. Spend a full day there because there's so many places, at least a day.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Jose.
Thanks, girl. Hey.
You couldn't be. Oh, sorry.
Thank you. Okay, well, now you can put yours up.
Okay, I'm going to stop. You're very right. Look, like when I look back on my time in the military and being in the infantry, it sucked. But I have so many individual good memories. It's because it sucked and you were doing hard things. And if you can have a good attitude about it, those are the memories that stick with you forever and are worth it. Because this is going to be tough for sure.
I'm going to buy one of those like pillows that you sit on like as an old person.
Yeah.
Like the butt pillows.
Yeah.
For sitting on the tuk-tuk.
The colon relief pillow.
Yeah.
That's not a bad idea.
I just know that those tuk-tuk seats aren't going to be comfortable. And if we're doing long days, well, so we can't drive at night. We're not driving at night.
No.
So yeah, donut pillows.
We'll have time. So there's little shops there that'll deck out your tuk-tuks for you. And I'm going to create a budget and somehow, and then we're going to do add-ons beyond what they do for us, like pad the seats.
Is that an option?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We can get into one of these things, add an extra battery and put neon lights all over it. We'll put speakers on the outside of it so we can play dubstep everywhere we go. I would put some 10-inch rims on it.
They lift it. Put a 3-inch lift on it.
Put a 3-inch lift with shocks, upgraded shocks. I need a giant horn by the steering wheel that goes, "Ooga."
Whoa, this is cool.
Is that a real place?
Yeah, dude.
Where is that?
This is like some Game of Thrones shit. This is nuts. That is...
Okay, we're going there.
Maybe.
What is it? What's that place called? How did you find that?
Chitter. I don't know. Chitter. Kumbalagarg Fort.
Wow.
I've been clotting recommendations. Been consulting the cloud. That's cool. That's a crazy photo. Wow, I'm so excited to learn the history of all these places that we're gonna go. That's
we can go there. What was the other place you had? Brani Kebab to the left? And down?
What? Huh?
The one to the left of it, then down. The other side.
This one? This one?
Mm-hmm.
The Sun Temple?
Yeah, look up. I'll drop it in chat because I think it's the same place.
I don't think we can do both of those. Maybe. Well, maybe.
Yeah, because we have another place listed to the right of it. Rani Kivav that I dropped in chat, I think is the same place as one of the others, the Sun Temple place.
Yeah. Yep, I have that one saved.
Yeah, we're going way up into the. There's a place up by Jaisalmer on the border, by the border of Pakistan, that's really cool too.
Oh, that's the one I didn't save. Okay, yeah, we have to go here first. Or that's super cool. It's this one. Right on the beach. Yeah, that's too far.
Wow, there's so much.
Yeah, this is gonna be crazy. Thank you for all of your input, guys. This is gonna be really cool. And terrifying and exciting and exhausting.
It's terrifying.
Excited. It's so funny because, you know, when me and Ian have talked about the places that we want to visit and like our, you know, our top places versus like our like bottom of the list, like places that we really don't have much of a desire to go to, like India is at the bottom of the list.
Really?
And we have not.
And now you're going.
And now, you know, we've done pretty minimal traveling, so it's like pretty hilarious that this is the first trip that we're gonna get to go on together in like probably 3 years or so.
India's been the number one place. So I've tried to go to India 3 different times. We don't have super chats.
You just turn your mic off
On the main channel anymore.
No one heard what you just said. Your mic was off.
Mic's not off.
It was.
We're only streaming on the live channel, and we won't get super chats till we get over 1,000 subscribers here. So yeah. What was I saying? Oh, I've tried to go to India 3 different times. I've tried to do this. I tried to do this 9 years ago. And I had to cancel for some reason, and there was another thing. The next time I tried to go to India, I had to cancel. It's like every time something has come up, and it's not this time. So finally doing it. But India has been the top place on my list since I started doing all this.
Really?
I am not banned from Turkey. That is that's fake news from the archaeologists, mainly guys like Dan Fallu or whatever his name is, Soilman, who's came over onto my other social media accounts and started running his mouth about the same stuff again. Followed me over onto Facebook, had to block him there. He tried to get over onto Instagram. The guy's pretty insufferable. I didn't do anything wrong in Turkey to be banned in Turkey. You know, so, you know, I didn't do anything to get myself in trouble over there. So It's just them being upset about the video that I made. Kind of exposing the way that they're developing Göbekli Tepe. And they're all, I say all, a few who spend all their time on Twitter, a few archaeologists who spend all their time on Twitter being so upset about that video. And they're not arguing the facts that I shared, which is they, you know, drilled these giant steel beams directly into the heart of the site of Göbekli Tepe and are paving a little shop up there on the hill where they still haven't excavated, and there's still ruins there they've paved over and put buildings on top of, little shopettes. And you know, we were there the day that they were removing the olive trees and documented that. They didn't like that. So it's just them being little haters. No, I've been back to Turkey since then. I just thought I'd let it down. I mean, let everything cool down a bit. But I've been back in Turkey since then. When I was in Egypt, I went back through Turkey. No problems. Yeah, it's just them running their mouth. I didn't do anything over there to get in trouble. I don't do stuff like that when I go to these ancient sites. Anything to damage them or anything like that. Unlike a lot of them in their pictures and videos, whoever the Minuteman guy is, picking things up, walking through sites and doing stuff like that. I'm actually not doing that. So I have a feeling a lot of these guys if you introduced yourself in person, wouldn't be so argumentative. I wouldn't either. I'd be happy to sit down and have a conversation.
What? Nonsense. Conversation with different viewpoints. Can't have that. Everyone must agree with you. Oh my God.
What? I don't know why they hate me so much. I just like traveling around the world and documenting sites and sharing it with people. But, you know, after 10 years of traveling to literally hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of sites around the world, you know, it was hard not to notice the connection between these archaeological sites and seeing them in every state of discovery, repair, and restoration, to tourists becoming a tourist site, to being recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, to being turned over to international corporations to run. Seeing every step of that process and realizing how it's done, you know, I don't think most people are aware of. And I felt like that video that we put out was something that people needed to be aware of. How these sites are cared for, how they're taken, how they're rebuilt. You know, it's not always pretty. And there's a huge black market industry for taking, you know, things from archaeological sites and selling them on the black market. And it happens at all of the sites.
And they don't tell you when things are created.
Rue, it probably is because I was with Jimmy. I don't think if I had not been with Jimmy that video would have ended up on their radar at all. Honestly, I just wasn't big enough to be on the radar, I don't think. I haven't seen anything. I know that there was bombing done right at the site. I don't know if the site itself got hit directly, Kyle. So I'm unaware. I haven't seen any like good images or pictures and stuff come out. I know that's a concern over there. It's an incredible site on top of a mountain. I really hope it wasn't damaged. There's some really interesting stuff going. I do have a video out on the channel from my time there at Priya here. But you know, the same thing is happening in Lebanon right now. I'm not seeing any images of some of these sites that we know have been bombed, like Kana, and different stuff. It's really sucks. It sucks. That sucks to hear. That's a really impressive site.
Where?
Priya here in Cambodia.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I don't know how long ago this was, but somebody found a Roman tombstone in their backyard, buried in their backyard in Louisiana. That somebody took from World War II. Somehow they took it from World War II and brought it home. Found a legit Roman gravestone.
Oh my God.
In Louisiana, buried.
That's crazy.
Trish. I think that's all I got for today.
Yeah, I think so.
We're going to do this again, guys. You've already helped us build out a huge chunk of the route here for India. Let's look at it one more time, Sammy.
You want me to put the route together?
Yeah, might as well.
See the line. It won't let me do all of them, so I'll just pick. Which ones I think make sense. I'm going to skip that one. Let's do that one. That's the like Stonehenge one. Just 3,300 kilometers.
More than that, adding in the other ones. So we're at 3,300 kilometers. This is a pretty good route so far. That'll take us 2 weeks. We might be able to add a few more. So just to let you guys know, typically how I'll do these planning trips, like when we get to this stage here, we'll start having to, eventually we'll get the whole route down. Try to add in those. Do you have enough space to add in those little further out ones?
That's it.
What's going on?
Maybe put it there.
So you could probably get rid of that's fine. Where are we at? 3,600 kilometers?
3,627.
Yeah, it's probably going to go over 4,000 kilometers. So typically how we'll do this is once we have all the sites and the route figured out, then we'll start laying it in day by day, figuring out the mileage per day. And then we have to get like a general idea of our route per day and miles and sites and how long we're going to visit each site. We, even need to get down to what time we'll end up at places and going to look to see if that particular place, what the hours are there and on that date. Because sometimes when you're going into another country, they have like, religious holidays or something you might not even be aware of, and everything's closed or it's full of people or something. So we have to figure all that out too. So once we've gone through the whole trip day by day and everything looks good, which can take a while, then you have to go in and start planning out, okay, where are we sleeping each night? And locking in, places that we're staying. So yeah, it can be, this will take, with everything else, we just keep chipping away at this. We'll be getting over there in December, end of December, going into January. This will take us months to plan out all the little details that can really mess up a trip that you have to pay attention to. Well, like I said, one of them is just making sure every single place, checking their hours and then checking if they're open, what time they're open. Sometimes that can really mess you up. Like your route might end up perfectly spitting you out of the place at like 4 p.m. And the sun might be up until 9, but the site closes at 2 or something because it's like in the middle of nowhere and they always lock it or whatever. So you have to figure all that out. And then you have to check holidays. So you have to look up each place and when you're getting there on what date. So we'll probably be working on this for several months. We're not going to do it every stream, but we'll probably bring you guys back in when we have progress. Each time we've like got some progress and new stuff to show you, we'll hop back on or bring this up and let you guys help us again with some plans. You guys gave us some great sites.
Dude, it's so smoggy you can't even see. This is just a floating bridge. That's crazy.
Yeah, sometimes, it's funny, Kyle, sometimes you get to these places, different places in the world, and it's supposed to be open that day and it's all fenced in, and you get there and there's just no one there because no one ever goes there. And so you might have to like talk to people. Like there might be a shop. Like I've been to places in Lebanon like that, where we're way out in the middle of the mountains and nowhere. And you get to a site and it's just locked up. There's no one there. And so there's a little shop right next to it. So you just go into the shop and you ask them randomly, like try to communicate that you want to get into the site. And they're like, oh, okay. And they call somebody. And then you sit there and wait an hour and some dude shows up and lets you in. So there's all sorts of stuff like that you have to like be prepared for on your days. Like you can't, on a trip like this, you can't like plan everything down to like the hour. Because there'll be all sorts of things that happen like that will throw off your whole schedule.
What the heck?
Oh yeah, we also can't go through some of these preserves, nature preserves and stuff, because there's tigers and cobras. Yeah.
I thought that was on the. I thought those were mostly on the east.
There's a whole nature, all that green right there. There's a nature preserve over in that area.
Tigers in India are found across 20 states, with the highest concentrations residing in central India and the Western Ghats.
Which is that region we're driving through.
Which is this? Dude, we're getting out of there as fast as possible. Day 1. Mission: get out of the green patch. So lush though. Look at that. That's nice. It's nice. I haven't really found. I feel like I'm gonna do this for the whole route just so I can mentally prepare myself for like what the route is.
You could do this for 4,000 kilometers.
I might. I might.
We should just put a GoPro on top of the thing, and every time we're driving, turn it on and just let it run for the entirety of while we're driving, and then just take all that, edit it together, and drop it on the channel. It's like 60-hour long road trip through India.
That would be good for the music channel. I'll put music over it and just.
All right, yeah.
Road trip through India.
Let's sign off with this: recommendations for historically accurate movies beside The Odyssey. So my vote is Apocalypto.
Oh. Historically accurate. Can I just surf the car with the camera? That's basically what I'm going to be doing. That's basically my job.
Sammy won't be allowed to drive. Sammy's going to be filming the whole time.
Yeah, speaking of filming the whole time, like I was doing in Japan, you guys, these videos, I'm like, okay, so our Japan video is a couple days late. I know we said it'd be out on, what did we say, Sunday? This is a very long video. It's like probably, I think where I have it at right now is like 50 minutes or something like that. So probably gonna cut it down a little bit more and hopefully get it uploaded tonight. But I just filmed everything. I had hours and hours, like just so many hours of footage to go through just in those couple first days to cut down and actually turn into like, you know, a story. So Mike hasn't even seen what I've created yet. So
I have not. I'm excited.
I think I'm excited. I'm really excited for you guys to see it. I think you'll really dig it. I think it's a good story. We went to some cool places. It's funny. It's like kind of it's kind of an emotional roller coaster a little bit.
Here's
Indiana Jones.
That's what I was laughing at. These are good. These are good ones. Apocalypto is mine. Love it, Jose. Passion of the Christ. Midway.
I was trying to think of the title. The Passion of the Christ.
Spartacus.
300.
Bounty with Mel Gibson and Anthony Hopkins. Okay, yeah, the old one. Indiana Jones. We'll count it. We'll allow it. Yeah. It's Genghis Khan with John Wayne. These are pretty good. Sammy, what's your pick?
300 is hot. That's fun. I'm going with 300.
You and Trish. You just like CGI abs, huh?
I think they're spray painted on, but you know, just squint your eyes. Can't tell. It's real enough. Aquaman. Is that historically accurate? Does that count?
All right.
No. Where'd everything go?
Thank you guys for hanging out with us today. It's been real. We'll
super duper real.
We'll we'll be keeping you guys posted on the progress for this India tour. Thank you guys for your help. Now it's just getting crazy. Game of Thrones, come on.
Wait, Lord of the Rings, duh. I didn't know how to say that one. It's pretty historically accurate. All right, we'll see y'all next week.
Peace.
Bye-bye.